Hello everybody and welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. I've just finished the mix here. This is our second full load of turtle mix ration. So that should be a very healthy combination of ingredients. Let's just take a look. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Everything is not totally in the middle, but very good. And I have taken the suggestions of everybody else saying that about 4 silage, 4 hay and 2 straw is the optimum amount for this particular mixer. So yeah, I wasn't actually too far off last time, so I did it pretty well. But this does guarantee the best mixture. I know it is only 95% full. It's a very obscure number actually. It's 42,000 litres in capacity. 40,000 or 44 would have been better, but I suppose this is because we're using Heston bales, not quadrant bales. It's the only solution I can think of to actually filling it 100%. Anyway, yeah, there we go. 40,000 litres doesn't go very far. Not at all. But yeah, I'm doing most of it off screen. I'm not going to do a great deal of power food mixing on screen anymore, because once you've seen it, you know, once you've seen it 100 times, really. Nothing changes. Nothing changes between each mixture, so yeah, I'll just show you the unloading and possibly the last few bales like today. So I'll do a bit every episode. Eventually we're going to get to the top. Yeah, so next time, yeah, about there. So yeah, I'd say about 3 episodes time will be 100%. And I think it does also fill the silage and possibly even the hay category as well. So yeah, it's doing quite a bit. We're going to have to give them some more straw. If we have any time today, we'll give them some straw. I'm going to get this tractor set up on the slurry spreader again. We're not going to do it ourselves. A worker is going to do it. But as many people suggested in the previous episode, we can just get it to sort of teleport from the silage, sorry, from the slurry pit, yes, not the silage, to the field. So it would make it much faster for us. I know it's not as realistic, but it isn't a realistic series, and it's going to make things much easier, and we get to do different stuff, which is always nice and fun. I'm going to put this back over here, ready for next time. Yeah, we would not want to be spreading silage. It would be incredibly wasteful, and it wouldn't really do a great deal for us. We need to be spreading the slurry. I put the spreader just here. So yeah, there is an option, which I tend to turn off. You'll probably know the option anyway. Usually when I start a save game, I put this to off, but actually that's alright. It doesn't want to be pig, it wants to be cow. That can be cow. Good. Right, so we'll fill this up anyway. It might not use what we put in here, but at least it just looks good. Although, to be honest, I would have thought it would use it. And the field we're going to get it working in is field 35 again. And there we have it, 100%. So we'll just leave it to it. It does take a while, a surprisingly long time, but I suppose at the end of the day, it isn't a very large spreader. If I sound really weird, I know it's not my usual hay fever excuse. I usually say if I sound weird, it's hay fever. Today, it's toothache. It's only just come on in my bottom tooth. Ouch. I don't know why. I mustn't make a fuss. Yeah, so it's just making me talk a bit weird. Anyway, this can continue, and we can now move on to our new job. Actually, I didn't set it off very straight. That was really bad. That was appalling. That was really, really bad work. Can do better. Good. At least give the worker a chance to do it properly. Okay. Right, so yeah, the state of these fields which we purchased, we did buy 2 fields recently. We've bought 54 and 33. It looks like they're actually doing really well. It's probably going to be another day until that is ready, but it's looking really good. Just looking at the map as well, if I run over here, it would appear there is about 5 or 6, possibly even 7 gold nuggets just lying about, and I've just completely ignored them. All this potential money just lying in the field. I did say we'll pick it up whenever we can. Frontier design. I like that. In the barbecue? No. We must be very weak. We can't lift the lid. Object too heavy. Oh, I bet there's something in there. There's bound to be. But really, I must be just walking straight past it. There's got to be something here. Weird. I am obviously just clueless. Here's one on the shelf. So we have 25. We're gonna collect 99. We might collect the 100th one at the end of the series. We'll see. But we really don't need to, because we're just the most successful farmer on Lone Oak. Okay, that's probably an exaggeration. In fact, that's a terrible exaggeration. Probably one of the worst, to be honest. But we're doing all right. We're doing pretty well. Okay, I'm not going to go on a golden nugget hunt again. I've done this before. I think I've already been down. I just collected one. Weird. We've been down to the home cinema. We've done all that. So we're not missing anything. At least I think we've done it all. Yeah, we've done it all. Anyway, we've got work to do. We've got nothing to do in those two fields we bought. We actually have £141,000 again, which is just incredible. I think we made 105,000 in the night. It was something really good. Really, really good. So the options are open. I think what we might do is use this common harvester in our soybean field. I don't think I've used this one before, because we did change it between the first harvest and obviously the second harvest, so we might as well begin. The only thing I don't like about this particular field is the shape of it going around the other side. Some people love the different shapes like this, and I do actually. It's made the work a miss a bit, which was just a bit of a, well, bit of a problem. It's funny. Some days I like the rectangular fields, some days I like the obscure shapes. I can't really make up my mind. This is why this map is so good, because you've got both. So, depending on what I feel like harvesting a fairly rectangular shape or one of these fields, I can choose. But not today, because we only have one field to harvest. Yeah, I'm weird. Right, let's unfold this. Actually, that is a really small header. I should have upgraded it. It's really small. And yeah, the header needs to be in 42. There we go. And yeah, I think there's a bit of an incompatibility there. It is working, but you can see how high the header is. Because it is the header off the old combine harvester. I should really change it. Only problem is, I don't think I have one branded as a John Deere. Sure I don't. Well, we'll leave that to get on, and then we'll just take a look, but I'm a bit thin on the ground with the John Deere headers. That is for an S650. This is only an S680. Does seem a bit small though. The good thing is we have a much larger grain tank, so it's going to take much longer to fill up. Here we are back in the shed. Look, I have made it all nice and neat. It's a rare sight, but here it is. It's tidy-ish. Now the lorry is just over here somewhere. Why have I got two straw bales? I don't know. I must have dropped them by accident. The lorry is over here, or over here. So we're going to have to take it over there. My intention is to do the usual thing, take the headlands off, and then just put it on a worker. It's on a worker already, but it won't be able to do the headlands. And I might actually put that field as grass. It might seem like a strange idea, but I might actually turn that one to grass and make one of the other ones, such as field 44, an arable field, just because of the shape of them. I do find the current field quite difficult for cereals. Dead easy for grass, because we were doing it all ourselves anyway. So yeah, I think a swap over there would be very nice. Obviously, feel free to post your opinion down below, but if that one there was arable, this one here was grass, yeah, it's going to make everything so easy. And it's a bigger field anyway, I think. Okay. It's going to fill up pretty slowly. Yeah, it's only 14% full. Yeah, as you can see, it's not doing the headland first. So I'm just going to have to go around the field a number of times doing that. Yep, you unloaded quite a bit there. that is one headland taken off. I know it's not a great deal, but I'm hoping to begin with it's going to be alright. You can see from the length of the auger, compared to the width of the header, that it is totally ridiculous, the size of the header that we currently have. So I'm going to hunt about for a larger one. I'll have a look on my mod list that I currently have installed, and if I can't see one there, I'll try and get one for the next episode. But yeah, it's a bit ridiculous really having a combine of this size with that sort of header. But that was actually almost a full load already, which I think is very impressive. Clearly a very productive crop, and soybeans are worth a lot of money, so it's really, really promising. So I'll leave it to it. Hopefully it's going to be alright, at least for the first half of this field. I know I'm going to have to intervene at some point, but hopefully it's going to be a while until I do. Now, this needs to be perfectly straight. Otherwise we're going to be on a course for disaster. Yep, that should do. Okay, so yeah, kind of pointless actually starting that because I need to search my mod list anyway, which will probably stop the combine harvester. But I've got to have a look and just see if we do have anything. I'm pretty sure I didn't enable anything. No. I could have also put a Capello or something on it, but then it's not really the right branding at all, so I couldn't really do that. It would look not terrible because I think the Capellos are pretty good, but just because it's not a colour match, it would look a bit weird. Right, I've just left the game and rejoined. I've just been in my mod list, or my my folder, mods folder, and there's nothing. I don't know how I've got so few John Deere headers, but I've deleted them or never actually had them. I'm sure I do remember something a bit wider, but clearly not. Maybe it's just because the combine harvester itself is so physically large, and I'm not used to such a big combine over the header. No idea. Anyway, we'll leave it to it. Now, this field here, like I say, is going to be arable. We have just fertilised it, so it does need to be cut again at some point. I'm considering actually getting the Krone Big M, but the updated version on this map. I'm not going to get it today, but yeah, I'm definitely considering it, because the amount of grass we're going to be cutting is, well, it's a lot. We have a lot to cut, so yeah, it's a high amount, a very large amount. Wow. Don't know if you can hear the thunder, or if it just sounds like I'm talking to myself, but serious thunderstorm here at the moment, which makes a welcome change. Actually, it was only yesterday when I said it was raining, and you know what? It hasn't rained since that episode. It only seems to thunder and rain when I'm recording these videos, but I'm all for it. We need rain. I would like to get a second combine as well, so obviously upgrade the header on this one and then get another one. Not another John Deere. I'd like to have a mixed brand, but well, obviously we can't get it at the moment. We don't have the money, but I would like to still consider something like, well, possibly actually a mod. I think it might be a mod. Or we could actually get back the 650 along with this one here. It would be quite interesting. But then again, that's going back to what I just said. No other John Deeres, but I might end up with another John Deere. I don't know. We'll just have to keep it in mind. Anyway, this field is ready to cut. I'm not going to cut it again because we've only recently done it, and I would like to do something a bit different. I'm wondering if there is any kind of contracting jobs in a different type of crop. Where was that potato field? Just here. It's not the right field, but it's close enough. I don't know if it's ready to harvest. Only problem is it would take absolutely forever to do. Yeah, where is the field marker? Oh, it's there. It's just fertilising job currently. But we could do some work for Mr. Cook. He's paying well, so that's good. See if we can use a different tractor. I suppose actually, yeah, I do like the Case Optimum CVX quite a lot, so that would be quite nice to use. Ooh, it has dual wheels. I actually got somebody picking up on the way I say dual as well. Because from what I understand, Americans pronounce dual as dual. They really emphasise the D. But I say, along with many other English people, dual, so D-U, as in that sort of thing. It sounds a bit like jewel, the jewel that you might wear. Jewellery. So yeah, it's just an accent. Everyone has different accents. So we'll put yeah, this on. Oh, there's great demand for wool. Okay, that we know what our next job is. We are selling wool. Hopefully we have quite a bit. We could have been a bit further over there. Ah well. Like I say, we're getting good money for this. And this looks like quite a nice area, so we should probably buy one of these fields. It's also very close to that sort of reservoir as well. Absolutely love this map. Every area I go to, I like it. And I'm not just saying that, I genuinely do. I could buy every field happily. I don't think there's any field where I'd sort of think, yep, I wish I had never bought this field because it's bad for this reason. I don't think there's any field like that. In fact, to be honest with you, I think the only field which I have a slight problem with, which I've already mentioned, is the one which we're currently harvesting. And if that was grass, which it will be soon, it would be absolutely perfect as well. It's just because it goes around the tree, around the bend sort of thing. So it just makes it a bit more complicated for the harvester. But no, I like it. Absolutely love this map. But having said that, I absolutely love every single map that Bullet Bill produces. And in fact, every single map which Frontier Design makes as well. So, really good team. I don't know if you've seen the new map from Oxygen David. Shamrock Valley. Looks absolutely brilliant, of course. Really, really good. I'm going to put this onto cruise control here, onto GPS here, even though it's leaving a margin. Because you're allowed a margin of error anyway, so we wouldn't even have to do that. That's fine. It's a good view, very good view. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, Shamrock Valley, check it out. There is actually a video on YouTube of sort of like a cinematic sort of thing by Oxygen David, and I think you'll be impressed. Lovely, really good amount of money there. As if we need it. Just to add to it, really good. Yeah, so there it is. The field we just did. And after all that time, the combine still is not full, but thankfully it is still moving. So it can't be far full. We've got glance mod going. It is 70%. We better get it unloaded. It looks like it's a bit confused here. But before it turns, let's just intercept it like a police car. Oh yes, the power of us, but yes, of course, the header is so narrow that it's just, yeah. It's going to move anyway. Yeah, this thunder is very loud. I'm hoping you can't hear it too much, although you might want to hear it. It would just be a bit weird, you see, it might wreck the immersion because we're here on a beautifully sunny day, and yet it's thundering. That would just be so weird. It might be that if I had never even mentioned it, you'd never have heard it, but who knows. Thunder does have a tendency to be quite loud. Right, so hopefully that is going to continue. It's a bit, yeah, the drill wasn't the best, and I wasn't the best at doing it either. But we'll leave it there, we'll see how it goes. We've got glance mod going, so we can see if it gets stuck. Let's just go to, which tractor? This tractor here. Yes, do we have... Well, actually, maybe... No, actually, I'll keep this one here because that's really good for the bales. I'll use the Telehandler and we'll get a pallet fork for it if we don't have one already. We'll get the trailer and then move the wool. Like I say, there might not be much wool, but there must be something. There's got to be something. Right, Telehandler is always rubbish at looking for categories. I never can see the category of choice. Here it is. Oh, I'd love that Telehandler again, actually. I forgot about that. Really nice. If we're going to have one standard with that one, but we don't have it, so that's fine. We'll buy that. It means going to the store, but luckily that is actually en route. Okay, the bucket can stay put. We'll put it in a random place, such as the seed refill point. That's the thing though, if I keep everything in here, I'll know exactly where stuff is. It does have some bales on, but I can drop those off. That's not a problem. Shouldn't really use the auto load function ones anyway, because it's kind of weird. I love the function, but it just looks weird when everything just teleports about. Don't know how close that's going to be to the wall. That's alright. One won't come off, but that's fine as well. It's just going to have to stay there. In fact, we can probably give it to the sheep, because they will accept the hay. Or the grass. Is that grass? Yes, that's grass. They'll take that anyway. That's good. So we'll pick this up. Make sure the combine's still on the move. Is it? It is. Yep. Good. And then it's time to make some money. Oh, please tell me that's going to fit. Please. Okay, not to worry. The John Deere can tow it. Here is the store. I don't want the other tractor to follow me into here, which is quite frustrating because otherwise we're going to have to... Oh no, we'll just start the course again. Yeah, we'll just stop it here. You wait there, please. We're going to grab a pallet fork. I could have kept it following us, I suppose, but I don't think it would have turned tight enough. That trailer is quite difficult to turn in a very tight spot with. So this is just going to be better, I would say. Restart the course, and anyway, it's only around the corner, this sheep farm. I just hope that after all this it's going to have lots of wool. We have only recently sold it though, so that is a concern. If we have just sold it all before the Great Demand, we only have about 2 pallets, then it will be quite disappointing. But we'll sell it anyway. We're not going to miss out on the Great Demand. No way. Right. Not this turning, this one here. And the other tracks should indicate at the same time. Didn't used to do that in 15. The FS15 Follow Me mod. I'm sure it didn't. No, it's turned too tight. I suppose I turned too tight. I can see something. I think we have at least 2. More than 2 would be better. Okay, we'll just have to wait and see. I can't really guess. That would be foolish. I think it's 2. Whoa, they haven't taken the extra bales I gave them. That's amazing. I thought they would have taken this in no time. Maybe it just needs a nudge. Come on, eat your food. We have spent time producing these for you. Yes. That would have probably been better. Oh no, somebody wants it. Yay! It was all worthwhile. It would have been better though if I just left it where it was. Anyway, let's just grab these 2. Hopefully they're both full. Well, actually, one can't be totally full because otherwise there'd be another one, which has only got a small amount in, so it's probably about 80%. Good grief, how on earth did I know that? It was exactly 80%. One of the first times ever when I've guessed something and I've been right. It's a miracle. And also, it's not really that important. There we go. Number 1. I don't need lights on. Although I love that feature where you can see the dust or something in the light beam. Is it dust or is it supposed to be just mist in the air? I'm not sure. Probably dust from moving around the dusty yard. Now you might be wondering why there's so many Lone Oak Farm episodes at the moment. I'm doing absolutely loads. Number 1, absolutely love it. Absolutely addicted to this map. But number 2 is I'm in the process of figuring out which map I should do next. There's actually 2 I want to do, but I'm not going to do them both at the same time. Both of which are either set in Ireland or somewhere in the United Kingdom. So yeah, it's going to be either very soon when we start the next one, or it will be when one of these is released. One of them is not out, the other one is, so I'm not sure. Really not sure. And I'm also not sure where I'm going to turn around. As for the bale... Wait, where'd the bale on the back go? I don't know. That bale on the back was definitely there when we turned in, so it can only be down this drive. I should probably strap those. This is super tight. Right. So yeah, to finish off with, over to the sell point. The finished combine harvester apparently. It's finished. It must have got to the end of that section. There's no way it's finished the field. that'll have to be dealt with very soon, but hopefully the next time we use that combine harvester we will actually have, there's the bale, another header, much larger header, which will make things much easier. I don't use first person view enough, so here we are, using first person. I could actually set a challenge where I do an entire series in just first person mode, but I think it would get old pretty quick. Maybe I should only do it for one episode. So I'm only allowed to use first person, I'm not sure. I've had many people suggest it in the past. In fact, ever since day one, ever since day one, I've had people saying, just use first person. I think it's probably only about 10% though of my audience who want that, and maybe not even 10% actually. I think the majority of my viewers just want me to use first person view more, not just first person view. So I should take a note of that. Take the advice on board, always worth doing. The great demand still stands, that's good. It's just at the end of here on the left hand side. I'm looking out the window here in real life. I'm actually secretly annoyed because we've just had all this thunder and stuff, thunder and lightning, and it hasn't really rained at all. So it must have just skirted round, and yeah, not really got much, which is a shame. I don't usually want rain, but as we haven't had any rain really for about a month and a half, it really is required. So this is the sell point for the manure and also for the wool. Luckily we're doing wool today, much cleaner. Although how clean is the wool before it's processed, I don't know. That is selling, looking really good. The speed that is going up, our money. So from 1.8 pallets, how many dollars are we going to get? 39,236. That is a seriously good business. And on yet again another very positive note, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.